Can Moore's mouth be coached? Okay, that's what I want to know. Maybe as a player, he's super coachable, but he just cannot contain himself. Both Mims and Moore were interviewed today. The press they were allowed in to ask him questions. And, Mims gets asked about how he's doing. He said, look, I grinded it. I grew as a person, man. Now I'm playing. I'm getting my time. This is something to take note of, more, because the staff is looking for maturity. They are looking for somebody who is part of the family that can be a team player first and then themselves. I mean, yes, people should care about how they do their own performance. It's super important. These are athletes, and even non-athletes care about that without a doubt. But if you can't put the team before you in a team sport, you are never going to be a star, and you're never going to get the playing time you want. Okay, so Moore is going to play Sunday, and I personally think he is going to have a better game than he's been having. He did say that the chemistry maybe was lacking with Wilson, that you can build chemistry in practice and by looking at film, and that they did that this week. He had a great practice and he is ready to go. And I really hope that he is. But when he was asked for what the best position for him was, he said, wherever the Jets need me. And that's a great answer, in my opinion. And I think the press would say, hey, that's a great answer. And I think his coaches would say, hey, that's a great answer. But what he did is he said right after it, it's a great answer, in a pretty snarky way, kind of showing that he doesn't feel that. He's just being coached to say it. And even though we all know that, even though we all know he's being coached to say it, all the teams are, all the players and all the teams are, you don't say it's a great answer. Like you're only saying it because you know that's how you're going to get passes. You've got to at least pretend that you're saying it with conviction. Okay, so I do think that it's going to hurt him that he just can't show that he's a team guy. He can't just say wherever the Jets need me and mean it. He can only say it like it's a coach thing. I mean, come on. Hasn't he learned? Look at the accolades, the players that say, I'll do whatever it takes. And let me tell you, those other players are so good at it. I think they really mean it. I think they mean it. And we know that Moore doesn't mean it. That's the thing. Even now we know he doesn't mean it. Meanwhile, Mims is talking about how he's so excited to contribute. All he wants to do is play. All he wants to do is make a huge contribution to the wins. And whether or not he's thinking about leaving, you don't know it because he seems so pumped. All right. So here's the deal. I do believe that Moore is going to play better this week. As a matter of fact, I almost wanted to predict a touchdown, but I'm not going to do that. I will predict 2 receptions, okay? I'm going to give him 2 receptions, totaling like 30 yards. He's going to play. He's going to catch the ball. He's going to be in more snaps. On the other hand, I think Mims is going to get a touchdown this week. And we can't forget Garrett Wilson. I almost want to say he's going to get a touchdown too, because I feel it. I feel it. But if it weren't against Buffalo, I would feel it more. What do you think? Do you think I'm being too hard on Moore? Do you think his mouth is coachable? Do you think it doesn't have to be coachable? He just needs to play well? Do you think Mims is going to get a touchdown? Do you think Wilson is going to get a touchdown? Let me hear your comments. And please, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe by hitting my brother's bald head over there. And if you haven't seen the video I made this morning, click over there and watch it. Super excited about the game Sunday. Go Jets.